Yo, what is up, guys? Good morning. In today's video, we are going through morning routine. I was planning on going through training programs, how I've had to adjust that due to recent injury. However, we're 3 weeks in, I haven't gone through morning routine yet. And morning routine is one of those very important things that sets us up for the day and allows us to be proactive, start the day on the front foot, rather than reactive, starting the day on the back foot. So, my morning routine will vary depending on the circumstances, the environment, how long I have, so on and so forth. So you guys will need to find what works best for you. I have a 15-minute morning routine. I've got a 30-minute morning routine, 45 minutes, and an hour. Okay. Now, with the hour morning routine, that includes things like getting up, going to my pool, swimming laps, turning my sauna on, going and doing some meditation in there, stretching, so on and so forth. Okay. Now, obviously, that's not practical in most situations, especially when I'm traveling. All right, but what I do have is a 10 to 15-minute morning routine that is my default. So that's what I fall back on. If I have no other time or I'm in a different location, different environment, then I'll always go through these few things that I'm going to walk you through today. So I recommend figuring out what your best morning routine is. Put together something that's 10 to 15 minutes that can set you up and do the most important things at the start of the day so you can kick off the day on the front foot. So I've already set everything up. I'll walk you through what I do for my morning routine. First of all, I get up, I'll open my blinds. Now, when we wake up in the morning, our hormone profile changes, our core temperature actually elevates a little bit. We start producing a little bit of cortisol and adrenaline, little bit, so that it essentially signals our body to get up, start searching for food, water, and shelter. Okay, and something else I like to do is get some sunlight in my eyes, which helps set circadian rhythm, which is basically our 24-hour clock. All right, so what I have over here is my turmeric and my ginger shot. I'll take that first thing in the morning. Then I'm going to go to the bathroom, brush my teeth with my left hand so I can get things in my brain fired up on the opposite side. Okay, then I'm going to turn my coffee machine on. There we are. All right, I'll come back to those supplements in a moment. In another video, I'll talk a lot more about supplements. Okay, but that's not the purpose of this video. Then I'm going to head outside and I've got my coffee here, I've got my Kindle, I've got my views. All right, as I mentioned, try and get as much natural light in your eyes as early as possible, which helps set circadian rhythm. In another episode, I'm going to go through the importance of evening routine and basically doing the opposite, where we turn off as much artificial light as we can once the sun goes down, so that we can start signaling to the brain to then start flipping the switch with the hormones that is that's signaling to our body what is going on to start preparing us for a good night's sleep. All right, so once I set myself up here, I'm just going to start focusing on my breathing. I'm going to take in, use all of my senses to scan the area and just pay attention to what's going on. All right, then what I'm going to do is set a timer for, I'm going to start my stopwatch, and then I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to just simply focus on my breathing. And I'm going to take 20 breaths here. So this is my morning meditation or mindfulness work. Now, what this does for me is it allows me to remove distractions and really focus on the one thing that is within my control right there and right then in the present moment, and that is my breath. So what normally happens is I'll close my eyes, I'll start breathing, maybe I'll take 3, 4, 5 breaths, my mind starts wandering, I need to do this, I need to do that, blah, blah, blah. All right, the intention is come back to what you can focus on. Don't worry about the things that you can't influence. So then I come back to my breath, boom. Now I'll take 20 breaths. Like I said, I don't set a timer, I set a stopwatch. So this can give me some feedback on the state of my nervous system. If it takes me, for example, 4 minutes 30 to get through my 20 breaths, then I know I'm probably in a little bit of a sympathetic state, fight or flight, been training really hard, working really hard, a little bit of stress has accumulated across the week. So I know I probably need to adjust my workload and or my training and nutrition, and maybe do a little bit of extra meditation, maybe get to bed a little bit earlier that night. Okay, if I've gone the other way and it takes me 5.5 minutes to get through my breath work, then I know I'm probably in a parasympathetic state. My body's probably in that, it's probably trying to push into that rest recovery state. So I know that, again, I probably need to get a little bit more rest. I need to get a little bit longer mindfulness, or do another block of breath work later on in the day, and or get to bed earlier. All right. Once I've gone through that, then I will do a little bit of reading. So right now I'm reading a little bit of Ryan Holiday's work, which is The Daily Stoic, which talks about Stoic philosophy, something I really enjoy, I get into, and that's basically, the premise of that is essentially focus on only those things that are within your control. All right, so once I've done that, then I'm going to head over here. I'm going to set up, take my supplements. So I've got a probiotic here, and I take my State for Men, which is male hormone optimization supplement. Then I'll take my multivitamin, zinc, magnesium, calcium, vitamin C. So I just basically put that in a cup of water. I let that sit, and then I'll sip on that. As I come over to my workstation, I'll go through my schedule. I'll write my schedule up for the day, and then I will transfer that across to my boards, so I can basically set myself up to be on the front foot throughout the day. Right, that is my basic default morning routine. In the next video, I'm going to go through evening routine. Evening routine is just as important, as I mentioned, because it sets you up to get a good night's sleep, so that when you get up for your morning routine, you can be in a good place, you're rested, you're thinking clearly, and able to set yourself up on the front foot, being proactive rather than reactive. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it with your, send it to your friends and family. Also hit that like and subscribe button. Much love, guys. Peace.